Senator Obama is departing soon on a trip abroad that will include a fact-finding mission to Iraq and Afghanistan. And I note that he's speaking today about his plans for Iraq and Afghanistan before he's even left, before he has talked to General Petraeus.
At the outset of his campaign, Obama sponsored legislation for a withdrawal of U.S. combat troops from Iraq by March of this year. By September of last year, he was calling for an immediate withdrawal. That evolved into withdrawal 16 months after he would take office. Then earlier this month, he said he'd refine his position after his foreign trip, but reversed that minutes later, recommitting to his 16-month timetable. Obama's webpage for months declared the surge is not working. This weekend, that was replaced with language about Iraq's improved security situation. McCain suggested Obama's contortions give inconsistent politicians a bad name.
Flip-floppers all over the world are enraged.
McCain ridicules Obama for rookie policy changes on the gravest of issues, war, before even seeing the current reality in the region for himself.
Fact-finding missions usually work best the other way around. First, you assess the facts on the ground, then you present a new strategy.
I think that McCain will be helped by this argument that he's using. And this is something that Americans really understand, that you don't put out your position before you've done your fact-finding trip. I mean, that is sort of politics 101, or even kindergarten politics, that you don't, come to your conclusion before you find out the facts.
Why did he seem to need to do this now instead of after? I mean, he could have...
Exactly. I think he's stuck in a political position where his base expects him to stick with Obama's base, expects him to stick with the program. And you remember he deviated ever so slightly 2 weeks ago, where he said he might refine his withdrawal schedule, and he had to go out and have another press conference within an hour or so of the first one in order to step it back. I just think that the base won't stand for wavering on this issue.
I think he got spooked by the reaction to that comment about refining his policy. And frankly, I think it was a big mistake to give this speech before he went. Not only does it open him, or goes to Iraq, not only does it open him to ridicule from McCain, saying, look, you haven't even been to Afghanistan, you haven't met with General Petraeus, you missed hearings on Afghanistan, but it also boxes him in policy-wise. Because here he is saying, I want to withdraw from Iraq responsibly, and he uses that term a lot. But he's going to go to Iraq, and we know just from what commanders on the ground are saying already, the commander in charge of Baghdad, for example, saying it's very dangerous, quote unquote, to impose a timetable. That's the kind of feedback he's going to get. So when he comes back, he gave this major policy speech today, and when he comes back, it just doesn't leave him a lot of wiggle room to adjust his policies.
I'm sure that what happened is he got such a blowback, such reaction from his left. They would say, look, if you want to flip on guns, on telecom immunity, on the flag pin, that's okay. We'll tolerate that, but not on the war. The war is a deal breaker.
McCain plans to hammer Obama every day until, during, and after Obama's foreign trip. Not just for wedding himself to withdrawal without seeing things firsthand, but also for ignoring warnings from commanders on the ground already who say, logistically, it may not be possible to meet Obama's timetables in the first place.
Remember, he's flip-flopped on Jerusalem. He said he wanted an undivided Jerusalem under Israeli control, and then 3 weeks later he backtracked and said, oh, that's not what I meant. It still could be divided. And that's one of 10 flip-flops this guy's done. I've kept a list of them. The paper's still got room on it. Eavesdropping, campaign finance, Jerusalem, withdrawal from Iraq, gun control, Social Security taxes, faith-based institutions.
McCain suggested Obama's contortions give inconsistent politicians a bad name.
Flip-floppers all over the world are enraged.